I have, and this is the genuine truth, I have absolutely no idea about any of the things you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I have been switched off and disconnected from social media for a very long time. I use it with purpose to go on and run my social media. I spend very little time on it, but I know it matters to my fans, the people that care about me. But I am so, and I have been so focused on this fight, my friend. I have been the most professional I've ever been. I have been absolutely locked in, because this camp for me hasn't been about trying to beat Islam Makhachev and beat the champion. It's about Machado Garry becoming the champion of the world. So this fight camp has been me being the best version of me, because when I win this title, when I beat Islam and that belt is wrapped around my waist, I'm the guy everybody's coming for.
Yeah.
And I need to be at the highest level.
Machado Garry is walking into UFC 330 with a message that could not be clearer. When he finally steps into the octagon with Islam Makhachev, he is prepared to do whatever it takes to become the new welterweight champion.
So, man, it's hard to be against Islam Makhachev, you know? I think he's super good. Looks like the division fits perfect to him. Ian Garry has an amazing footwork, amazing head movement, a really good distance. But I don't know, man. I think I'm going with Islam Makhachev.
Garry knows exactly what stands in front of him. Across the cage will be Islam Makhachev, one of the most dominant fighters of this generation, a former lightweight champion who has now captured the welterweight title and entered this fight riding a remarkable winning streak.
That's a great fight. You know, you have Ian Garry, who's more of a counter fighter. He likes to control the void, be at distance from his opponent, where Islam Makhachev's very good about wrestling. He has the body kick, very good hands. So it's gonna depend, like, how he's gonna be able to get to Ian Garry, and, you know, how is Ian Garry gonna be able to move and negate the clash that needs to happen in the fight. So we'll see.
But Garry is not approaching this matchup like a fighter who simply hopes to survive. He is approaching it like a man who believes this is the night his entire career changes. UFC 330, scheduled for August 15th in Philadelphia.
Unfortunately, I have Ian Garry on this. This is the year of the Dagestan upsets. Ian Garry is going to be 5 inches taller, 6 years younger, and have 4 inches of reach advantage. He's been training at Shooter Boxing for quite some time now. Definitely game planning this entire thing for years. With Damian Maia and Charles Oliveira, he's going to be extremely active, staying in the center of the octagon, making sure he doesn't get taken down. He has to win the early rounds because it is a championship fight. If he doesn't win the early rounds, it's going to be very hard to win the later rounds against a guy as dangerous as Islam.
Represents the biggest opportunity of Garry's career, and the Irish contender has spent months making it clear that he believes his height, range, movement, striking, and confidence can create problems that Islam has never faced before.
Somebody put the fake news, I'm gonna retire after this fight. No, it's not true, man. I want to keep going, you know. The feeling when you like stay in shape, become best fighter, you know, is the amazing thing. So you're never gonna find something like this outside this sport, you know. I want to keep fighting, and we'll beat like all records, and we stay here more years.
The confidence from Garry has been impossible to miss. Long before fight week arrived, he was already predicting that he would become champion, and he has repeatedly spoken as though beating Islam is not simply a possibility, but an outcome he expects.
I really want Islam to win this fight, but I do have a feeling that Ian is going to upset a lot of people, including myself. I don't want him to be champion. I just feel like he's going to be. He has exceptional movement. It's frustrated every single person in the division. The big thing is that he knows the Islam game plan. Islam, every single fight, this is his plan. He's going to pressure, get to the cage, body lock, takedown, control. That's his strategy for every single fight. And then from there, he goes in either ground and pounds or he submits him. Knowing that, Ian's strategy is going to use his striking and then use his movement to keep himself in the center of the octagon and try to make it so that if Islam is going to take him down, he's going to really have to work for a takedown.
Garry has even predicted that he will finish Makhachev, making it clear that he does not intend to rely only on a cautious decision victory. That confidence is part of what makes this matchup so fascinating, because Islam has built his reputation around breaking down opponents who believe they can stop his pressure.
The first day I ever walked into an MMA gym, I went in confident about my stand-up. Literally, my first MMA sparring class. A friend of mine took me down a manhandle. From that moment on, all I have ever done is focus on stopping people's takedowns, not allowing them to have that success, and find every way possible to prevent them from having success and allow me to shine. I know what I'm capable of, and Islam Makhachev is amazing at what he does, but I know I'm able to handle everything else. So.
Garry, meanwhile, believes his own style can force Islam to fight a completely different kind of battle. He is taller, longer, and naturally comfortable fighting from distance, and his ability to control range could become one of the most important factors of the entire contest. But there is another layer to Garry's confidence. He believes the level of competition he has faced has prepared him for this moment. In recent interviews, Garry has argued that his opponents have been extremely dangerous, pointing toward names such as Belal Muhammad and Michael Venom Page when discussing the level of opposition he has encountered.
Si vous regardez, si vous comparez ceux que nous avons affrontés, mes 5 derniers adversaires face aux 5 derniers d'Islam, selon moi, la question du plus difficile ne se pose même pas. Quand on regarde ceux que j'ai combattus, Belal Muhammad, Shavkat Rakhmonov, Carlos Prates, NVPA, ces 4-là sont parmi les combattants les plus piégeux de la planète. Ils représentent tous un danger réel. Quand vous regardez JDM, Anatoly Malikin, Dustin Poirier, et quel était le 4e? Je crois que c'était Volkanovski, si je ne me trompe pas.
Première, oui.
Garry suffered the first loss of his UFC career against Rakhmonov, but he has since rebuilt his momentum with major victories, including wins over former champion Belal Muhammad and Carlos Prates. Those victories helped establish Garry as one of the most important contenders in the welterweight division, and ultimately put him in position to challenge Makhachev for the championship. And this is where Garry's statement that he will beat Islam by any means necessary becomes important. He knows that this fight cannot be approached with ego alone. If Islam wants to wrestle, Garry needs answers. If Islam wants to pressure him against the cage, Garry needs an escape. If Islam manages to take the fight to the ground, Garry needs to survive, create space, and get back to his feet.
I don't think anything's official yet, but it sounds like Ian Machado Garry, Islam Makhachev might be the next fight to make. How do you see that one going?
You mean Islam versus Carlos Prates for the title in Philly? Islam will beat him. Islam will beat both of them. Islam's the best. Simple as that. He'll take Ian down. He'll choke Ian. He'll take Prates down. He'll choke Prates. Nothing against either one of them, but that's just what it is.
And if the fight stays standing, Garry needs to make every inch of his height and reach advantage count. The challenger cannot afford to have only one successful strategy. Against someone as adaptable as Makhachev, Garry may need every weapon available to him. Islam, however, has already explained what he expects to do.
Même si Volkanovski et Dustin Poirier sont des légendes de ce sport, ils ne sont pas aussi dangereux que les gars que je viens de citer. En plus, chacun d'entre eux est plus grand et possède une meilleure allonge. Shavkat était à 18-0 avec 18 finitions quand je l'ai affronté. Il avait genre 10 KO et 8 soumissions. Carlos Condit restait sur une série de 11 victoires par KO quand je l'ai combattu. J'ai enchaîné les combats d'MMA au plus haut niveau contre les adversaires les plus coriaces.
Makhachev has openly discussed Garry's tendency to move constantly and has indicated that he intends to close the distance, take him down, and control him, essentially turning Garry's movement into an opportunity rather than a problem. Islam said he has watched Garry's fights and believes the challenger has a recognizable style. His idea is straightforward: pressure him, catch him, take him down, and impose the same kind of control that has made Islam so difficult to defeat. That creates the central question of UFC 330. Can Ian Machado Garry keep Islam Makhachev at the end of his punches and kicks for 5 rounds? Or will Islam eventually find the timing needed to close the distance? Because the moment Islam gets his hands on Garry, the entire fight could change. Makhachev's grappling game is not based simply on taking opponents down once. It is about chaining attacks together, controlling positions, forcing reactions, and making opponents carry his weight. Every scramble can become another takedown attempt. Every failed escape can create another opportunity for Islam to advance his position. And every minute spent defending against that pressure can drain the energy of the opponent. Garry knows that, which is why his preparation has reportedly included working with elite grapplers and training alongside former UFC lightweight champion Charles Oliveira. That connection has created another storyline around the fight,